Okay, I'm here in the office and I have to test some sensors out for somebody, for a customer. So what we have here is two EEG-Z sensors that are connected to the Procomp Infiniti to do 2-channel EEG recording. And it's using this 2-channel connectivity kit. It has the wires that come from that kit connected to the two EEG-Z amplifiers, so that we only end up with one yellow ear clip and one black ear clip somewhere here. One black ear clip. And then we've got two of these blue cup sensors that are going to go to the head. So I'm going to see if I can get this connected up and test it, because the customer was not getting a good reading. They weren't getting any reading, actually. So I'm going to try to see if I can troubleshoot for them and figure out where the problem is, and if we need to replace some parts for them, do that. So let's see if I can get this done. So this is the Word document that I got from Frank over at Thought Technology to show how this needs to get set up, and it shows the pictures there of the wires, how it gets all connected. And if this is a document that would be useful for you, I'd be happy to share it with you. Just let me know. Call me or send me an email. Alright, so I'm going to minimize this, get into the software. Let's see. Okay, here, let's retry this. Alright. Okay, so I got that going. Let me just start this just to make sure. Check my batteries. I'm good for batteries. And let's just see what happens if I start. Okay, so I'm not getting any signal there. You can see just noise basically, so it's not giving me a signal. So I'm going to pause that. Do a quick prep here. This does not have to be perfect as far as placement or anything like that. I just want to make sure I get a decent signal. So maybe go with C3, C4. And okay, let's see. We got one air clip. But that will be edited. And if I made a mistake and did not edit that, let me know. Okay, now put this over here. And so we got the two ear clips. Now we got the two cups.
this and help figure out what's best for you. And yeah, use all the screens and options. Visit betterhelp.com/pressplay for 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/pressplay.
Okay, so now, I've got everything on. I don't know if you can see all of this. I've got two sensors on the head. Those are the blue cables. I've got yellow ear clip, black ear clip, I think. Should be black. One's yellow, one's black. Now I'm going to see if I'm getting a recording. What's that? Okay, so I'm on pause. I'm going to unpause. And time is moving, but no signal. No signal. Still getting noise. EMG and eye movement noise. So that means that most likely there's at least one of these sensor cables that needs to be replaced. Could be the blue one here, the blue one here, could be one of the ear clips, or it could be one of these interconnecting cables. So it could take a while to troubleshoot this. Alright, well, I get to it. I'm going to pause this and I will start seeing what cables to replace. Okay, so I replaced the blue cup at C3. I'm going to try it again, unpause. Still nothing. No, nothing. Alright, so back on pause. Now I'm going to try, I'll change out an ear clip. See what that looks like. Okay, we'll take the yellow ear clip. Let's see, is this yellow or black? I can't tell. Okay, this is yellow. So I'm going to take the yellow ear clip out. And I'll put one of my ear clips in that I'm going to mark. I'm going to have wires all over the place, so I got to tell which is which. This needs to be here. Alright, some paste on this one. Alright, unpause. Nope, still nothing. Change the black ear clip. Make sure this is still in here. Okay, unpause. And still nothing. We're still picking up noise. So I've changed one of the blue cups, both of the ear clips. I didn't change the other blue cup. I'll try changing that one now. Then I'll have to go to other parts, which make less sense, but you gotta check everything. You just never know. See, this is one of mine, so I didn't think that made sense to change, but we'll change it anyway. I could have had a bad one too. Unpause. Still nothing. Okay. To get into changing some other things now. So I might have to change one of these DIN connector cables. I'll try that next. Okay, so I changed out the DIN on one and unpause. No change. Pause. Get another DIN. Okay, I think I got everything plugged in again. No, I don't. Something is not plugged in. There we go. This needs to be plugged in to the EEG-Z. There we go. Now we're plugged in. Unpause. Nothing. Still nothing. Okay, so I'm getting down to where I'm running out of things to change out. So I'm gonna try changing out the EEG-Z sensor, the one that belongs to the customer, to make sure I got that straight here. Alright, I'll figure that out. Okay, so now I unplugged the customer's EEG-Z sensor, and I am gonna unpause it again. Now it's working.
There's the falls, Bushkill Falls. I'm out here.
I'll show you what it looks like here.
Out here in nature, so this is pretty cool.
So as you can see, this is the raw signal for the two channels, left and right. These are the bar graphs showing the increases or decreases and whether we're above or below threshold. And that's the video that shrinks or enlarges as the goals are being met or not met. So it is working. So we did at least narrow it down to the EEG-Z sensor. Only other thing I want to check is to see if it's the long cable that goes from the EEG-Z to the face of the instrument. I'm going to check that next, and then I think I have it down. This was not really that fun to get this figured out, but you gotta do it. You know, what are you gonna do? So now this is just gonna say, is it the long cable or is it the actual EEG-Z preamplifier? Okay, that's plugged in now. Alright, and we're going to unpause. Nope, now it's not working. So it seems like it's the amplifier itself. I'm gonna swap it back out again. Unpause. This is troubleshooting. This is how you do it. It's not fun, but it's effective. Okay. Unpause. Now it's working again. It's working again. So this tells me that after all this testing, we figured out that one of the EEG-Z sensors, the one that belonged to the customer, is not working right. It needs to be sent back to the factory to get repaired. So I'm going to work on doing that. I'm going to notify the customer and let him know what's going on, and we'll go from there.